play a game you don't like, but honestly, considering how controversial my opinion is, you know, that Dark Souls 1 is the weakest entry in the Soulsborne series, I kind of feel the need to, excuse me, I kind of feel the need to elaborate on why I don't like it. But I will warn you guys, I say I don't like this game, but honestly I have almost nothing but praise to say about the first half. It's not really until about that second half of the game where my problems with Dark Souls 1 actually pop up. Now, I know you're not here to hear me ramble on about Dark Souls 1. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna get started. New game. Yeah, and then... yeah, let's go with that. Then Arnie's used the... okay. As for name, of course, ECZ. Male, of course, class... honestly, I think I might... no... part of me wants to go with Thief. Part of the reason I actually really like this class is because that starts with the Master Key, and that's, like, by far the best starting gift. Like, that's undebatable. Like, you're not gonna convince me otherwise. Master Key, best starting gift, I don't care what you say. Well, on my last playthrough of Dark Souls 1, which is actually not too long ago, less than a month ago, I started as the warrior, and actually that went very nicely. But... yeah, I'm gonna go with Thief. I don't know. Let's go with... sure, Twin Humanities, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the problem with starting with the Thief class, is the fact that compared to the Master Key, the other, like, starting gifts really aren't anything special compared to the Master Key. Like, everything else is just terrible by comparison. So it's like, you know, I'm gonna shut up and let this cutscene play.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then, from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Just a heads up, we are not done with cutscenes yet.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Wow, I actually forgot just how long that intro was. Okay then. Wow, actually, damn. Actually, how does my character? Huh. Okay then. Okay. Yeah, like this is not my first time playing Dark Souls 1. Not even close. I think this is like my 6th playthrough of Dark Souls 1. So no, I am very familiar with Dark Souls 1. Though to be fair, it wasn't until my last playthrough where I actually played the DLC. So actually, this will be only my 2nd run of the DLC. So yes, I will be killing every boss. Which unfortunately includes the freaking Gwendolyn, even though I'm personally really not a fan of that fight. Like, really, And I see we still can't run up ladders. That's really annoying. Okay. Press bonfire, restore HP, blah blah blah. Yeah, I honestly actually think that this tutorial is actually really well done. Personally, I think it's really well done. I wouldn't say it's my favorite tutorial of all time, but it's definitely up there. And I'm just going to... Okay. Yeah, you're supposed to run from that thing. It's like... Actually, I wonder just how many of us actually tried to fight that thing off when they first played Dark Souls 1. Like... I actually am... Damn it. I actually am legitimately curious. Okay. No, I did not want to... This is definitely going to take some getting used to. Okay, bandit's knife. Good, my actual weapon. Bam! 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 Honestly, you know what? I think I will equip that shield. As strange as that sounds. I mean, when have you ever seen me use a shield in Soulsborne? Like, very rare. Actually, I'm trying to think. When have I ever used this? Oh wait, during Dark Souls 2, yeah. Okay, say hello to Oscar.
Oh, you. You're no hollow, thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. When thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted to die peacefully? No, I'm just gonna end your life for you. I'm such a jerk. Alright. Alright, don't need the freaking humanities now, so let's just go up here. You know, I'm honestly so used to Bloodborne where you can regain health that you lost. Like, wow. I am so used to that, it's disgusting. Okay. I didn't started with, freaking... Excuse me, if I hadn't started with the Thief class, I probably would have started with the Pyromancer class, as bizarre as that sounds, because, you know, it's freaking Pyromancer. Well, whatever. Let's see, can I parry this? Come on. It's good. Okay, seriously. I'm not being sparing with my Estus because I know that I can kill the boss easily. It's a very, very easy boss. And even if I do get hit during it, I have one Estus flask remaining, so... One thing I do admit that I like is the fact that they actually bothered to update the design of the fog wall to more represent Dark Souls 3, I believe? Okay, come on. Really, what the hell? Okay, thank you. Bam! Okay. Like I said, he's a very easy boss. Like, wow. How easy this boss is really kind of sad. And of course we get 2,000 souls from that. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, let's de-equip my shield, because I really don't have a use for shields for some reason. Then again, that's just not how I play. Alright, I'm going to shut up for this cutscene.
Only In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Yeah, like, if we're talking about, like, music and such, the Dark Souls 1 incarnation of the Firelink Shrine is probably my favorite theme of the entire series, if I'm being completely honest. One thing I personally really like is the fact that you can actually level up at bonfires instead of going only to a very specific NPC to level up. That's one thing that always kind of bothered me about Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne, and I really wish that that would have stayed. I mean, I realize that that's something Dark Souls 1 changed, not that was changed, but I still would have liked to see that have kept the whole leveling up at bonfires, because I really like that. And though people may be getting the wrong idea, I do see good in Dark Souls 1. It's not like I hate the game to the point of being blind to all the things it does right. No, I'm not like that. Like, if you say that there's no good in Dark Souls 1, that's not a matter of opinion. No, you're just wrong. You're just flat out wrong. Like, I don't like Dark Souls 1, and even I admit there is a lot of good to it. So I hate to break it to you, but there are a lot of good things about this. For example, I personally think that the first half is absolutely fantastically designed. Personally, I think Dark Souls 1 is one of the best first halves of all time, if not the best. Like, wow. And I know that a lot of people have recently been giving Dark Souls Remastered a lot of shit, which I really don't understand why. Like, why would you give it a lot of shit? I really don't understand. I don't believe we can get there yet. You know, actually, I think actually on my first playthrough of Dark Souls 1, I think it took me like 3 hours to get through this whole area. I don't even know why I struggled with this area. When in all honesty, it's really freaking easy. I know that there was like the graveyard we could have done, you know, gone down there. However, the reason I'm not going down there yet is I want to kind of like tackle stuff in the order people are supposed to tackle it, instead of doing it in the order that, well, yeah, doing it in an order that veterans can do with ease. No, I want to try to do it in the order people should do it. So, for example, after this, I'll be doing the after I beat the Bell Gargoyles, I'm going to do the Depths. Instead of going the easy route and doing what I normally do and going straight to Blighttown instead of doing Depths and just waiting until after Anne Orlando to do the Depths. Come on. Thank you. Sheesh, I don't know why that guy refused to die. And also, yes, I will be playing offline for pretty much the entirety of this playthrough. Just because, honestly, I don't like the PvP. I really don't like playing Soulsborne for the PvP. So that's why you will not be seeing me do the playing this game online. Honestly, let's buy the scimitar and the club. Actually, I might also... Should I grab a short... Yeah, I'm also gonna grab a short bow. And then... what the hell? I will also buy... God, frick it. Come on. Thank you, 30 large arrows.
Thank you.
Now, I actually wonder, can I even wield... Nope, can't wield the club currently, but I can wield the scimitar currently, which is good, though I might actually friggin' equip the target shield just so I can try to parry. That's one thing I've always known that I'm not terribly good at is the excuse me, is parry. Personally, I've always known that I've been pretty bad at it, but that's just me. I've tried to learn a few times, but I've just never gotten into it. I think part of my problem is the fact that I know that parrying trivializes a lot of bosses. Now, granted, of course, you still have to learn the parry timing, which is easier said than done. But I still feel like having bosses be trivialized by learning how to parry them, that pretty much takes away a lot of the appeal of Soulsborne, and that appeal being the punishing difficulty. Okay. Yep, black fire bombs. Oh, I think I'm going to just equip those. Okay. You know, I'm just going to re-equip this and then put on my short bow. Oh yeah, right, I didn't freaking equip arrows. Doi! Okay, now that those things are dead, well, that thing. Wow, I really need to actually learn how to parry because this is pathetic. Alright, let's go up this ladder here. Okay. Okay, thank you. Sheesh. I was afraid I was actually gonna die there, in which case that would have been really embarrassing because, again, I had just said that this area is really easy. Okay, you know what? I need to put the deep mask back on. And, no. See here, if you didn't start with the master key, you would have had... Excuse me. You would have had to buy the residence key from that random guy. Which, I personally like the fact that they give you that option instead of being like, hey, you have to buy the residence key to freaking get into this thing. No, I actually really like that. Okay. Come on. Thank you. Okay, spear, really don't have a use for that currently. Honestly, I'm not sure what kind of build I'm gonna go for, so... Okay. Should I go and try to kill Apple? No. Nah. Of course. And I did not realize that. Okay then. My apologies, I did not realize. Wow. I did not realize that I had my microphone up. Okay then. I really need to make a habit of pulling it back down as soon as cutscene's finished, but whatever. Yeah, my apologies. I did not realize that. Okay. Okay. Is he down there? Yep, he is. Okay. Okay, why can he hit me from on the ladder? Like, really? Jesus. What the hell? Okay, now let us put on the gold pine resin. Should I? Yeah, I think I will. Okay. Yeah, this boss isn't too terribly difficult, unfortunately. Can I still roll? Yes, I can. Again, yet another easy boss. Yeah, the Taurus demon is kind of trivialized by the gold pine resin. But even then, I've also fought the Taurus demon without the gold pine resin, and he's still a joke. Like, I don't think I've ever died to the Taurus demon. I don't know, maybe I have died to him. I don't remember. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I've never died to him. Yeah, he really is an easy boss. Okay, let's go talk to Solbert. And I'm going to once again shut up.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Soler of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Yeah, so there's actually an interesting case. On my first playthrough of Dark Souls 1, I can't really say I liked him. I mean, granted, that's no longer the case. I do actually like Solaire, but nah, yeah, when I first played the game, I really didn't care for him all that much. And that is not where I want to go. I want to go down here to get the shortcut to the bonfire. Thank you, game. Okay. So, let us... use that, and... bam, okay. And I just realized I can just use yeah! I can use multiple items. That's nice. And honestly, should have been in the game to begin with. Alright, so let's reverse hollowing and kindle the bonfire. Okay. So, how many times can I level up? That's 7 times. Wait, that... damn it. Okay. So that'd be 4 times. Okay. So I at least increased my health and stamina. I actually equip load by extension, actually, but whatever. Nope, still can't see how many souls you need to level up. Of course you can't. Like, of course you can't. Okay. Let's just increase dexterity, I guess. I mean, at least now I can use the club. You're kidding me. Okay, I really am angry that I had to freaking de-equip my shield, but oh well. Not like I can't do anything without it. Because, well, I can do stuff without it. I don't need the shield, it's just, it can be rather nice to have. Especially when you're going up against these things. Okay, come on. Seriously. Thank you, game. Jesus. Yeah, I really hate those rats. Okay, maybe hate is a strong word, but I strongly dislike these rats. Like, the fact that they can poison you so damn quickly, and then the fact that they stick 3 of them in one room and just be like, hey, deal with it. Yeah, I really don't think that's a good design choice. Personally, I don't know, maybe there are people out there that like being poisoned. In which case, what's wrong with you? Okay. You know, I wish that your status ailment meter thing didn't go back down so slowly, because that's kind of annoying. And by kind of annoying, I mean really annoying. And I am really having too little HP left because, well, yeah. Okay, good. Oh yeah, I did forget about my humanity. Okay. I actually completely forgot about that. Like, how did I forget that that was a thing? I don't know, maybe I just sometimes forget about the fact that, I don't know. Mystery key, okay, that's what you use to unlock Lautrex's cell, I think that's how you pronounce it, his name. I don't know, maybe I'm horribly mispronounced it. I don't care. Lautrec is kind of an asshole anyway, so it's not like I want to know how to pronounce this stupid name. Okay. You know, I gotta say, I actually do like how the updated fog gates look compared to how they did in the original Dark Souls 1, personally. I cannot even tell you how many times I've failed to backstab him just because I walked up there too fast and he spotted me right away. That was a really dumb move on my part. Wow. Wow. Bam! Oh, come on. Wow, I swear, why am I having so much trouble with these fuckers? Like, what? Those things I actually sometimes struggle with a decent amount, so I'm actually glad that I was able to get through that with basically no trouble whatsoever. Very glad for that. Yeah, I can definitely tell the difference in performance between this game and original Dark Souls 1. Maybe that's just me, but I can definitely tell the performance difference. Oh, that should be a given considering the fact that I played this game for the first time on the 360 and then later the PS3 version. So, yeah, it's like, as far as I'm concerned, the only people that really have any right whatsoever to be salty about this are those who have only played the PC version. That's it. If you played it on consoles, you have zero right to be salty about this. Improved performance. Why wouldn't you be happy about that? Like, you'd be a dumbass not to be happy about that if you played it on the console version. I just honestly think people should be more grateful. Because honestly, sometimes part of me wants to say that people over-exaggerate shit. And that really gets old. Like, what the hell? Like, why would you... Like, what? You're kidding me. Of course. Now, I do know that there is a Firekeeper soul in this church up here, which is guarded by a giant knight, so we want to... Actually, we want to kill these bastards first. Come on! I swear to Arceus. Bam! Okay. You know, one thing I do wish that they would have added in the remasters omnidirectional rolling, and I just died. Okay. Anyway, what I do wish that they would have added in the remastered is omnidirectional rolling. Like, the fact that you can only roll in 4 directions when you're locked on is ridiculous. Personally. Like, you bothered to add on the fact that, oh, hey, they freaking... You can use multiple soul items at once. Why couldn't you add omnidirectional rolling? What was stopping you exactly? And it can't be time constraints because when did they announce this game? Like a while ago, and plus there is such a thing as delaying the game. No one would have been unhappy about that. Like bam! Good. Yeah, he's honestly not that hard for me anymore. Okay, Firekeeper Soul, you use that to increase the effectiveness of your Estus flasks. Very nice, if I do say so myself. Come on. So at least I can parry these guys. Albeit, these are pretty much the only enemies I can parry. Well, okay, I can parry some of the enemies in Bloodborne, but that's like gun parrying, which is very different from shield parrying. Okay, anyway, to have something to talk about while I'm slaughtering these innocent hollows. Wait a minute, is there even such a thing as innocent hollows? I don't think there is. Anyway, whatever. Slaughtering these hollows. I've recently bought Salt and Sanctuary, which, yeah, actually pretty fun from what I've played. If you guys have not played it or even heard of it, how do I compare it to Souls? I mean, I think it's supposed to be Souls-like. I really don't know. I think it's Souls-like. Maybe it is. I don't know. No, Larry, I actually don't know if it's considered Souls-like or not. Like, how do I always forget that? Anyway, basically a 2D combat-oriented game with, like, exploration-based, like, Metroidvania. And some people have actually called it that's basically what would happen if Castlevania and Dark Souls had a baby. And, yeah, they're actually pretty right. It's pretty accurate, actually. Yeah, they were actually pretty accurate about Salt and Sanctuary basically being what would happen if Dark Souls and Castlevania had a baby. I mean, that's a rather bizarre way to put it, but hey, it's accurate, so it works. Okay, that guy finally died. Now, I do know that there's an item over here, I believe? I think? Yep. Behind this thing here. Humanity. Yeah, it's like... Okay, now I know that this is where you unlock Lautrec's cell. You can kill him now, but... Well, yeah.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karin.
Oh. Did I mean to skip that?
Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I have just been freed. Allow me some time.
Come on, now shut up already.
Now, I can get back to work. I am free. Now, I can get back to work.
Okay, now you, like I said, you can go ahead and kill him, but I want to save that. Nope, already got the item there, okay. Now, actually, I am not going to go ahead and fight the boss, because I want to freaking go spend my souls. Okay, I can only level up twice. Should I? Yeah, I'm just gonna increase my strength to 14. Now, can I... Okay. That's 1,000 souls. Okay, now let us go talk to this strange man, Andrea Vastora. Whoops, I probably should have freaking... whatever. Okay, there's a club. Now, let's purchase Titanite Shard. You use Titanite Shards to upgrade your stuff. Yep. Okay. Now that I increased the damage of my weapon, I should have a much easier time now. You know, I do like how they did it in Dark Souls 1. Instead of a game like, say, Bloodborne, where you go from needing 2 Bloodstone shards to 4... Or was it 4? No, wait. It was 2, 5, and 8. Never mind. But yeah, I personally like the fact that for the Titanite shards in Dark Souls 1, it starts out at 1, stays at 1 for several levels, and then goes to 2, and then 3, and then back to 1 for the next level. Large Titanite shards. And then etc. I personally like that because in that case, say for example if the game had made it so that it went straight from 1 to needing 2 Titanite shards, I would have been able to upgrade my club to +2. But instead of that, I could now get it up to +2 because I was able to buy a second Titanite shard. I personally like that, personally. I mean, sure, it's not as well streamlined as it was in Bloodborne, but yeah, I honestly think I prefer the Titanite system in Dark Souls 1 over the Bloodstone system. I mean, do not get me wrong, the Bloodstone system is very efficient and honestly really convenient if you really think about it. But my main gripe with it, honestly, just... How do I explain my gripe with it? Yeah, like I said, that was just such a sharp increase in the amount of stuff that you needed. I forget exactly how many things you need to advance to the next level of Titanite, but I don't think it's quite as many as you need in Bloodborne, I think? Okay, now I'm going to shut up once again. Okay, the Bell Gargoyles. Wow. This is kind of like the Dragon Slayer armor for me in the fact that whether or not I have difficulty with this boss is really inconsistent. Sometimes I might not have any difficulty at all with this boss. Other times, they might take me like 5 attempts to beat. So, yeah. Actually, I think at one point, I think this was like during my 3rd playthrough of Dark Souls 1, I actually think that the Bell Gargoyles were actually the hardest boss for me. As embarrassing as that sounds. Yeah, they really aren't that hard. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I don't think there are a whole lot of actually legitimately difficult bosses in Dark Souls 1. And even then, the hard bosses, for me at least, for the most part, tend to be on the worst end, looking at you, Capra Demon. Actually, yeah. I think the only bosses that actually pose a legitimate challenge in this game that are actually good are those in the DLC, and that's it. I mean, Gwyn can put up a decent fight, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure whether or not he counts. Okay. Now, actually, do I have a pretty okay, never mind. I used up my only homeward bone earlier. I will get back to streaming Dark Souls 2, hopefully tomorrow, because I do need to finish that. But I did at least want to get Dark Souls Remastered started. You know, I've always wondered, like, what's up with all these floors? Like, why would you, like, not make them available?
Greeting. I am Oswald of Careem, the Pop. No peerless to like faith, yet magnanimous cometh out to confess, or to accuse, or indeed all sins.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you can... I'm just gonna buy 4 homeward bones from him, and then, yeah. Basically, if you attack a NPC, he will build up sin with... in general, and I think the cost to abolish all of your sin is like your soul level times like 500 or something. I forget what it is, but it can get pretty ridiculous. I think at one point I had to pay like 300,000 souls worth of sin. Which I personally found pretty ridiculous myself. And actually that is not where I want to go. I want to go down to Andre. Damn it, game. Oh, well. Okay, let's us go over here to him. Because there is another boss I want to kill before we do anything else. Actually, learn gesture. Okay. Okay, purchase item. Okay. Okay. One more Titanite shard. Bam.
Don't get you
Okay. Now that I boosted my damage actually quite a bit, I'm trying to think exactly how much damage I got boosted by whatever, and I am not gonna fight you right now because I do not feel like dying. I could probably theoretically kill that thing, but I really don't feel like it. And these things, honestly, really easy enemies to kill, if I may be completely honest. I don't think they're that hard. Darkroot Guardian. That's not where I want to go. Bam. The good news is, if you, they can drop very useful items. The purple moss chumps and the blooming purple moss chumps, I think, are the name of the upgraded item. Very handy items, and we will definitely be needing them. Come on. Bam! Good. Purple moss chump, blah blah blah. Blood red moss chomp, that's also very handy, and yep, there's an item right behind here, so, Large Soul of a Nameless Soldier, good. This is actually something I did not know about on my first playthrough, so every time I died here, I actually had to go ahead and freaking run all the way from Andre all the way down here. I didn't find this out until my second playthrough, but you can destroy that wall to reveal a bonfire. I am so glad. In fact, I'm actually quite glad that I beat the Great Grey Wolf Sif on my first try in my first playthrough, because, yeah, that's... Damn it. Okay. Let's just hold off on leveling up right now, and let's keep going. There is a room through here, but you do not want to pick up that item yet. Because if you pick up that item, all three of these things will aggro on you. So, bam, just simply kill those three enemies and then grab the item, you'll be fine. Okay, now who the hell? Oh yeah, right. You know, these enemies I actually really hated on my first playthrough. Because for whatever reason I thought that the fact that they could lock you in place was utter bullshit. But hey, what do I know? Am I right? Then again, this is the same guy that friggin' used the lightning spear for most of their playthrough, on their first playthrough, up until they got owned by the Four Kings that had to grind to 36 strength and 18 dexterity to get the Black Knight Great Axe, and even then they were barely able to beat the game. Bam. They actually do give a good amount of souls, so actually grinding these things is not a bad idea, but this is not where I want to go. I want to go up here to kill this boss. Now, she is... Actually, I don't even know if it's he or she. I don't know. But anyway, point is, I don't like this boss. Moonlight Butterfly! Hello! Totally not a boss I like. Whoa! Okay, why did she just one-shot me? Like... Okay, really? Just... Wow. Yeah, I think that's the only really bad part about that fight. Actually, bad part. That's the only really hard part about that fight is her damage output, because her spells are actually not that... If you get hit by them, you're gonna take a lot of damage. Where the hell are these things coming from? Ah! Thank you for finally dying! Jesus! I still wonder how the hell those things came after me. Oh. Maybe they were in that other room? I really don't know. Of course. Bam! I do like how the fact that I can kill these things in 2 hits with the club. Like, wow. Okay. Now let us try this again, and hopefully not die in 1 hit, because that would be very troublesome. You know, I actually like the soul regain system in Salt regain system in Salt and Sanctuary. Instead of like Bloodborne, where okay, I'm just even the spells actually look a lot nicer. See, I mean, her spells are actually not that hard to dodge. In fact, they're really easy to dodge. In fact, like I said, the only problem would be her damage output. That's it. And yes, there is actually... You can actually beat her using melee. It's just really tedious. That beam attack there, I've always stuck to dodging that. I don't know, maybe it is actually really easy to dodge. I've just personally always stuck at it. I think maybe out of like 4 times her using it, I think most of the time I only dodge that beam attack like maybe once out of 4 times. Yeah, like I said, wait long enough and she will eventually come down to let you hit her. Of course I didn't move away fast enough. You know, I actually have killed her on her very first time flying down there before, so it's actually doable. It's just that you have to have it high enough damage to do it. Okay. Ah! Come on, just die already. I'm waiting on you, stupid butterfly. Alright, I need to watch my Estus. Okay, good. Whew. You're kidding me. You're just going to spam it. Okay, good. She's finally... Yeah, that fight isn't necessarily hard, it's just, well, tedious. And one thing I actually do find utterly hilarious... Wait a minute, what? She gives 10,000 souls now? I could have sworn she only gave you like 1,200 souls on your... No, I think it's her soul that only gives you 1,200 souls. Never mind, I'm a dumbass. As usual. Now, Watchtower Basement B, Key, Divine Ember, and Homeward Bone. Okay. Now to use a Homeward Bone. Like I said, I actually don't think that that fight is that hard. In fact, I don't think it's hard at all. Contrary to belief, what I may have shown you, this fight is actually not hard at all. In fact, if you use a ranged weapon on the Moonite Butterfly, you can kill that thing very fast. Like, holy shit. Okay, more purple moss chumps. Okay. I actually remember on my very first playthrough, those plant things, I used to get hit by those stupid grab moves all the time. That is until I got good. Thank you. And what does he give me? More purple moss chumps. I mean, I'm not gonna object to it because, excuse me, like I said, the purple moss chumps are a very handy item. And I have to run yet again back in here. Yay! Yeah, I'm not dealing enough damage. I mean, the good news about this thing is that once you kill it, it doesn't respawn. I mean, there are some of these things later on that respawn when you kill them, but these earlier on ones, they do not respawn when you kill them, which is very good, may I say. I think that's very good, because if they did respawn in these earlier areas when you run into them, actually, yeah, that would make farming these things, once you know how to fight them, really easy. Because, actually, if memory serves me right, I think they give you a shit ton of souls. Oh yeah, and they also give you a Demon Titanite, which is a very handy item. Wow, I'm already at... I'm debating going ahead and buying the Crest of Artorias now, but should I? Huh. I know where you have to get the large ember in order to get whatchamacallit. In order to get the, like, to get your weapons up past plus 5, and that's in the depths, but I really don't feel like going to do that right now. I think that's gonna have to wait, but whatever. No, come on. No, I am not buying 999 of them. What do you think I am, crazy? Though I will buy 125 of these. Now buy 5 Titanite shards. Yeah, sure, we don't want you to see me go hollow. Right, you totally don't. I think I now will level up. And how many times can I level up anyway? That's 5. I mean, if I did... Yeah, let's go with that. I at least increased my health, which is very handy because health is good. Health helps you live. No shit, Sherlock. Speaking the obvious statement of the century. But, can I... Nope, can't roll. What? How can I not roll? 14, 20. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Wow. For some reason, I thought that 14 times 4, I believe. Yeah, 14 times 4 was like 52 or something. I'm like, wait a minute, how the hell am I not? How am I still fat? Medium rolling. Like, that makes no sense to me, but whatever. Alright, I want to go back to Firelink Shrine, first of all, actually, but... Okay... We can make a second trip back to the asylum, but I don't want to do that currently. I want to wait on that. I'll probably do the second visit to the asylum. I want to say... I'm probably thinking right before we do the... But right before we do N Orlando. I think we're going to do it right then and there, right before we do N Orlando. So that still gives me plenty of time to become decently powerful. Now, do I really not have it? Okay, yes, I do have some. Yeah, that's just increased my vitality to 14. There's a very good reason I chose to level up now, and you'll see why in about 2 minutes.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it.
Sunlight
I'm grateful
metal.
to you. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now. By the Lords, your face. But there are methods. Most for now.
Yeah, Lautrec, shut up. We both know you're evil. Spoiler alert, he actually is evil. You'll see why. Actually, I think you get to see why once you do the second bell, I believe. I think it's after you do this. Yeah, because you kill him in An Orlando. So yeah, it's right after you do the second bell, I believe. Actually, I want to grab this item because I really don't feel like dealing with this bullshit right now. Because the thing is, I plan to warp out of this area once I get what I need, and I won't be able to get that item. I'm just saw me grab until I go to do Blighttown, which won't be. I'm probably gonna wind up doing Blighttown in like part 2, most likely. Okay, transient. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save Blighttown for part 2. Yeah, because if I plan to keep this under 2 hours, we might have enough time to do the rest of Undead Parish and the Depths, but I don't think I'll have enough time to actually do Blighttown at this part. I don't know. And that is not where I want to go. Where the hell is this platform? Okay. Okay. I'm dumb. I am really dumb. Okay. Yeah, this is why I went ahead and leveled up, because in case I died. Because that is actually a really risky strategy. But the good news is now I have 2 Firekeeper souls and can really upgrade my Estus flask. Okay. So now my Estus flask is at +2. Actually, I forget what the maximum your Estus flask can get up to is. Why am I forgetting? Whatever. Nope, we do not. Should I? No, I'm not even gonna try to do the graveyard right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to the Undead Parish, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna try and go ahead and kill the Capra Demon in this episode, but no promises. My only thing is I'm trying to think of how the hell you get down to him. Yeah, despite me having played the game like less than a month ago, you would think I'd remember. Wow, I'm really blanking. Okay. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay. Oh, right. There's a freaking key you can get here. Okay, I'm just forgetting about that. Basement key. Yep. Now open this gate. There is another bonfire you can access right below where the dragon is, but the only way to get to that bonfire, to my knowledge, is to drive away the dragon, which, yeah, good luck with that. That's basically impossible to do without a good ranged weapon. And once again, like the demon, like the demon thingamajigs that drops the demon titanite, that boar does not respawn. In fact, actually, I don't even think any of the boars in this game respawn when you kill them. Yeah, I'm actually trying to think of the ones that respawn when you kill them. I can't think of it. Oh, whatever. Nope, can't heal. Okay. Oh, why must I be stuck with this? Bam. Thank you very much, game. Let's see, let's equip my bow, because I do not feel like fighting this guy fair and square. Come on. You know, actually, I don't think I've ever done this spot, like, coming from this way. I think I've always done it going from that way, you know, where you came from, the way you're supposed to go. I think, yeah, I think that was actually the first time ever doing that. That's really sad. I don't know if that's more sad or whatever. Now oh yeah, right. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, I'm remembering now, somewhat. Actually, now I think about it, now might actually be a good time to go ahead and go kill Havel. Wow, duh. Okay. I mean, I probably shouldn't have taken this route back. In fact, I probably took the long way back. But, hey, more souls for me. Bam! Good. You know, that bridge section always kind of gives me trouble anyway, so it's not anything really new. I don't know. How the hell can those things track? Break it! That spot where the dragon is... Using him to, like, farm those things for 555 souls, that's actually not a bad farming method. I've actually done it many times. Yeah, it's kinda... I know that not everyone is willing to spend that much time doing basically nothing but running, but hey... Come on. Let me parry you. Thank you. Oh! That has to hurt. Well, yeah, that really hurts. Huh. I actually just noticed how the blood puddles look. Were they meaning to look more like they did in Demon Souls? So does that mean Demon Souls Remastered / remake confirmed? I mean, it would certainly be nice, but because more people really, more people do really need to play Demon Souls because it's a fantastic game, but, wow. Yeah, like I said, more people really need to play Demon Souls. In fact, I really wish that Demon Souls would have gotten a remaster instead of Dark Souls 1. Because, don't get me wrong, Dark Souls 1 is definitely a fantastic game. Overall, even if I have my nitpicks with it. But, honestly, I think Demon Souls was much more deserving of a remaster. Granted, it might have made more sense for Dark Souls 1 to get the remaster, but honestly, it would have been better if Demon Souls had, because I think Demon Souls is a much better game. Granted, I know that some people may disagree and still say that Dark Souls 1 is the best game in the series, which, oh boy. As I've stated multiple times, yeah, if we're going to buy the first half of Dark Souls 1, then yeah, I agree with you. But game quality isn't entirely based on the first half. Sorry, hate to break it to you, but if you're gonna judge the quality of a game only on this first half, you're a dumbass. And Jesus, I forgot just how little damage I can deal to him at this point. Oh hey, another backstab. You see, that's why I didn't try to get hit by him. Because at this point, he basically one-shots you. Yeah, trying to kill him is, yeah, rather risky, I'd say, but more than worth it, I'd say anyway. Oh. Okay. So at least I got them both dead. That's at least, yeah. Bam! Alright, I think I'm just gonna go through here and just run for it. I don't know, is that even an option, really? And I died. That was a really dumb move. Yeah, that was a really dumb move. Hold up, do I? No, damn it. That's irritating. I still can't freaking equip the mask without being over 25%, which, yeah, really bugs me. Okay, at least they're dead. At least now I won't have them being a pain in my ass. And really, in hindsight, I probably should have gone this route to begin with instead of trying to take them from behind, but I really don't care. Okay, now let us try to do this again. You know, honestly, I think I prefer the method Dark Souls 1 used, and Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3, and Demon Souls. Wow. I honestly think I prefer this method of regaining your souls over them being randomly put on an enemy and you being forced to kill them. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that prefers this. Because, say for example, what if you're really struggling to kill said enemy? Then you're not gonna want to try to kill souls or blood echoes back. Died again. The thing is, I know you can kill him. I've done it many times. But, Jesus. Come on, there's gotta be a faster route to him. No. Oh. Okay. Come on. Yeah, I think that the timing on the parrying is pretty odd. Okay. Hey, at least I killed all of them fast. That's at least good, I hope. I don't know, maybe it is. I really don't know. Alright, let's try to parry him. Okay, that works. Though, to be fair, I do actually prefer the gun parry system from Bloodborne. I actually do prefer that. So, hey. Do not get me wrong, I still stand by what I said. I think Bloodborne is probably the best. I mean, I've now done both Bloodborne's DLC and all of Dark Souls 3's DLC. But honestly, I'm still not really sure which game I prefer, Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne. I mean, sure, but Dark Souls 3 has overall better bosses than Bloodborne, but Bloodborne just has such better areas that, yeah. I mean, yeah, the most important thing for me and probably a lot of other people about these games are the bosses, and the areas really aren't nearly as important, but thank you. Okay, Havel's ring. I am definitely equipping that because that's a really freaking good ring. Increases your equip load. Yeah, that's kind of nuts. What? So in this case, I have 53 equip load. That Havel's ring increases it to 79. So yes, that makes my life a lot easier. Holy crap. I am so glad. How that means I can put almost 20 weight on me and not be, and still fast roll. I love this ring. And speaking of, I need to equip my other arrows. So now I have the scimitar, the club, and the freaking Okay, thank you. And true, while I don't have the scimitar upgraded quite as much as I do the club, that really isn't of much importance to me, considering, honestly, damage is still damage. So it's not like the end of the world if I don't deal as much damage with the scimitar. Because they still both deal, I guess, a decent amount of damage. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. Alright, hour and a half in. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna kill the Capra Demon and then end things off there. Now, of course, that's assuming we don't... Well, wait. That's assuming that I don't die to the Capra Demon like 50,000 times. But hey, for all we know, I could. Knowing my luck, and why is this ladder so long? This should not be such a long ladder. Come on. Okay, now let's assign. No, yep, there's a door right here we can unlock. Very nice shortcut. This leads back to that area with the bonfire, which is very nice. So now if we die in the Undead Burg, well, actually, what is the name of this area? I forget. Actually, you know what? Now I think I need to put on purple moss chumps and red moss chumps. Just because I know that the enemies in this area can inflict bleed. Which is kind of a bitch. And a really annoying status ailment. Honestly, if it weren't for the Capra Demon, I actually would like this area. But the Capra Demon really ruins any sort of enjoyment I could have gotten from this area, because the Capra Demon is utter bullshit. Bam. Thank you for dying. I also like the overkill factor. Like, if you deal enough damage to an enemy to the point where you can kill them and still have quite a bit of damage left over. I actually forget what the exact threshold is. I think it's like 50% more HP than they have maximum or something. I honestly forget. And honestly, I've never really paid attention to it. It's just like, hey, I dealt so much damage that I probably killed them like twice or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't really have a problem with these enemies myself. I actually rather like these enemies. It's just a problem when they decide to throw a bunch of them at you at one time. Okay, I know there's an item somewhere in one of these. Yep, there it is, and yep, thief mask, black leather armor. Okay, that's right. Okay, now I do not want to go fight the Capra Demon yet. Instead, I want to go all the way over here because, well, yeah. Anyone who's played the game knows that there is a shortcut you can unlock here, which will be a very nice shortcut because, yeah, that'll mean that you don't have to run all the way through the area again. Not to mention here you also get access to another merchant, which is, honestly, if I may say, rather nice. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that thinks that. Alright, 800 souls. Alright. I don't need to hear what the hell you have to say, woman. Let's buy 5 charcoal pine resins. What the hell, I'll buy I'll buy 30 fire arrows and then put the rest 20 into poison arrows. Having a good variety of arrows is always nice. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. Honestly, Capra Demon is one of those bosses that, even once you've played the game multiple times, he's still a pain in the ass to fight. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. I haven't saying that a lot this stream, whatever. Did I really need to backstab him? No, not really. In fact, I'm pretty sure that even if I hadn't backstabbed him, I still would have gotten the overkill bonus. So I don't know what the point of me backstabbing him was. Whatever. Who cares about specifics? Actually, I'm trying to think. Would it be faster for me to go to Firelink? Bam. I'm trying to think. Whatever. Okay, now that I'm back up to 10 Estus. Come on. Oh, hey, I could just parry him while he's jumping? Okay. Hey, I'm not complaining. I know that there were a couple of items I missed in Undead Parish? Bird? I don't know. But, hey, honestly, I don't care at this point. I just want to get this area over with. Okay. You know, honestly, what I'm looking forward to seeing is how Blighttown functions, because I know that the fact that why so many people hate that area is because of how shitty the performance on PS3 and Xbox 360 was. But honestly, that's never bothered me personally. I still really like Blighttown. Yes, I said I like Blighttown. What, you gonna freaking call me a blasphemer for liking one of the series' most hated areas? I mean, granted, I think that the Blighttown is absolutely no contest, the most overhated area in the entire series. Son of a bitch. I don't think Blighttown deserves nearly as much hate as it gets. I mean, sure, the performance on Xbox 360 and PS3 was garbage. And I even played those two versions and didn't play the PC version. But really, worst area in Dark Souls 1? No. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but there are a lot worse areas in Dark Souls 1 than Blighttown. Which we will get to. So no, Blighttown is not the worst area in Dark Souls 1. Not even close. In fact, I actually think Blighttown is one of the better areas in Dark Souls 1. Then again, this is the same guy that really doesn't care about frames per second. So, whatever. Okay. Okay. Bam! At least I killed that bastard. And at least it didn't freaking take me forever to kill it. So. Okay, good. Now to fight the Capra Demon. Yeah, I really hate this boss. Frick it! See what I mean? You're attacked pretty much the second you walk in by 3 fast-moving enemies in a small room. That's a load of bullshit. They should not attack you the second you come in. Like, what the hell, everyone? Like, think about it this way. Someone from Software actually had to give the go-ahead for that garbage. Let that sink in. Someone actually had to look at that and say, yeah, that's a great idea for a boss. Let's go with it. Yeah, I can actually hear my brain cells dying. Whoever thought that that was a good idea needs to get fired if they haven't been fired already. Now, am I against having 3 fast-moving enemies in a room? No, absolutely not. But 3 fast-moving enemies in a small room? No, that's utter bullshit. I don't care what you say, that is utter bullshit. Now, I could go ahead and do the depths now because I have the master key, but I am not going to do that until I kill the Capra Demon. I think actually normally you actually do get the key to the depths from the Capra Demon? Maybe? I actually always forget that. Again, I usually go for the master key anyway and save the Capra Demon for after Anor Orlando, which is more than halfway through the game. Well, Anor Orlando is at the halfway point of the game, but alright. See what I mean? That fight is not fair. Like, why not make the Capra Demon slow? Like, what the actual fuck, everyone? I mean, it's still not the worst boss in Dark Souls 1. That's the Bed of Chaos. Without question, I don't think anyone will ever debate that point. Granted, I personally think that the Four Kings is worse than the Capra Demon. I mean, really, 4th DPS test, that's pretty much impossible without high enough DPS. At least in Bloodborne, you could kill Parl without high enough damage. It was just incredibly difficult. Here? No. If you don't have high enough damage, you basically can't beat the Four Kings. Because again, if you don't kill them fast enough, bam, you'll just freaking get infinitely spawned. They will infinitely get spawned with no way to stop it. I personally think that that fight is utter bullshit. And to think that some people actually think that's a quality boss, I'm sorry, but yeah, no, it is not a quality boss. That the Four Kings suck. Okay, seriously, this is getting really annoying. Seriously, that's fucking bullshit. Now, if you actually go back and kill the Capra demon after Orlando, he's not so bad. But really, the only way you're gonna do that is if you get the Master Key. Thing is, again, you need to kill the Capra demon to get the key to the depths, and you need to kill the Aiming Dragon, the boss of the depths, to get the key to Blighttown. So, yeah. Wouldn't let me roll out of that. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just gonna end it here. And that is not the gesture I wanted to use. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here. Yeah, this has been Evan Starkowski. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.